Greetings, it's Mary Saket. Hey. So, like most of y'all may or may not know, I am a emotional intelligence life coach. Um, I specialize in understanding the human behavior and understanding why we do what we do and finding ways to not do those things that we do that keep us in low vibrations, that keep us negative, keep us unhappy, keep us trapped, and so forth. I love the work that I do. I absolutely love it. Mostly because of how I see it has changed me, how it has helped me to evolve in my growth and development. Because like yourselves, we grew up in this world together, okay? Ain't none of us fixed, okay? But we are working on ourselves to better ourselves so that way we can fix the problems within ourselves. So the purpose of this video is just that. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in the cosmos, and there's a lot going on in our personal lives. For me personally, I hit a big rock bottom the other day. Over the weekend, I was triggered in areas of my life that I didn't expect to be triggered, you know. And it came, as casual as, like waking up and getting ready for work. But in it, once the trigger happened and it mixed with all that's going on in the cosmos and on the planet, it opened up Pandora's box. And I wasn't expecting it. Like, who expects, drama within self? But I was ready. I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't expecting it, but I was prepared. And that's the part I want to talk about, because most of us, we go through turmoil in our lives, in our personal lives, because we don't know how to handle stress at the end of the day. We don't know how to deal with opposition, adversity. We don't know how to communicate our way through, not out of, but communicate our way through issues. Okay, and then it becomes conflict, and then we're conflicting, and our behaviors become conflicting to the betterment of the situation. So in saying that, I went through some stuff, and the person that was involved in it, we were just combating and hitting heads, and it was just like, dude, what the hell? Like, I'm in my feelings, you in your feelings. And I had to step back, because there's that part of me that's like, Mer, you know what's happening, right? And it's like, no, I'm the victim. And they're like, no, you're the antagonist, and you manipulated a situation. And it's just like, no, I can't do that. I'm a coach. I know better. And they're like, you know better, but did you do better? And it's just like, so my ego was taking hits, and I had to, block spirit. And in that aspect of blocking that spiritual wisdom, they're like, all right, now you're going to go through it. This is the repercussions. And those repercussions came, and I felt every bit of it. And in the healing of the repercussions, well, actually not even in the healing, in the trying to suppress the situation, I end up opening a aspect of myself that has been closed for like 30 plus years. And this is the part that people don't realize. Like, we are very reactionary, because in the past, we have not handled a lot of situations. So it's like having landmines all around you, and you are not moving because you don't want any of the landmines to go off. So you tread lightly in your life and do things to not have a landmine blow up in your face. So what happened was, I was confronted with the landmines, and I accidentally hit one. And in the process of hitting one, a whole bunch of them exploded. And I went in a rabbit hole of my past life well, in this lifetime, but past experiences and past traumas that blew up in my face. And I had to keep reminding myself, the people in your intimate circle is not the problem. The people in the past were the problem. You in the past were the problem. And you didn't handle the situation in the past. So take the wisdom that you have and the knowledge that you have and the understanding and the love that you have for self now and fix that shit. Go put them fires out. Go see what's salvageable. Go see what you can learn from it. And most of us, we don't want to do that. And it's scary and it's hurtful. And we're like, the ego's like, why? I've been doing just fine, not doing that. But there's no growth or healing from that. So in this weekend, I had to really sit with all of that negative turmoil. Like, I was ready to check out. I was already blacking out. And in the blackouts, I was ready to check out. But then that light inside of me was just holding on like, no, we're not doing this. But that's where I was in the past. I was ready to black out and check out and take everybody with me. And in the present, I had to restrain myself spiritually, physically, emotionally, and allow my mental to figure this shit out. And you want to know how I figured this shit out? Using my spiritual tools. I smudged myself. I put Florida water all over myself. I cleansed myself. I allowed myself to cry. Finally, after years of not crying, I allowed myself to cry. Well, actually, I didn't. I'm a cancel. Let me correct that. Okay? I let go and then was able to cry. Because in holding those landmines, that means water can't drop. Holding all those landmines still, nothing can drop. So I let go and said, fuck it. And every landmine blew up from that one landmine, that one tear that I said, all right. So in doing that, it opened up Pandora's box, like I said. But then I said, well, what's the problem? Now I got to use my coaching tools. So I pulled out my coaching information. I pulled out my emotional intelligence information. And I figured out what the emotions were, what meridians it was. And then I had to sit with that for a bit. And then, and sit with that meant I had to go back to my life. Okay? Got to tend to things. But then I stopped and then I came back to self. And then it was like, okay, well, what meridians are these? Then I pulled out those notes and those books, that information. And then I was able to see and question myself and journal and breathe and use the people in my intimate circle and say, hey, I'm breaking out in case emergency. I need help. I don't know what to do anymore. I can't. Because I'm stuck and I'm trapped and landmines are going off and I'm losing it. And I had to trust that the people around me could help me. Surrender. Like, so much happened in that moment. And this is why the coaching that I do with my clients work. It works for them. It works for me. It works for other people that do neuro-linguistic programming, emotional freeing techniques, emotional intelligence. Like, this stuff works. I didn't drink. Trust me, I was thinking about the bottle, and my ancestors was like, you ain't getting this bottle. Go on about your business. You stay right there and feel. I couldn't drink. I couldn't eat. There was a part of me that was like, no, we're going to starve this. We're going to starve. You're not going to suppress this. And that's what we do. We suppress it by eating and drinking and smoking and sexing. Like, everything was shut down. All those simple pleasures, those suppressive pleasures were shut off. And I had to sit there, it would blow up all up in my face. And I handled the situation. I got through the situation. This is why emotional freeing techniques work. This is why, because you're hitting the right buttons. This is why meridian acupressure or acupuncture works, because you're hitting the right buttons. This is why Reiki works, because you're freeing the areas, the blockages, the emotions. This is why journaling works, if you have the correct questions to ask. This is why what I do works. And this is why I'm here doing this video, because 2 days ago I was ready to denounce everything. I don't need medication. I don't need to talk therapy to talk it out and not resolve the problem. I need resolutions so I can continue to function. And today I was able to function and be there for people and remember, this is what fulfills me. This is what I love doing. Because I did it for myself first and foremost. So I just wanted to share that with you, because this world got us backwards, thinking that you got to take a pill to get rid of the problem. That pill ain't going to do nothing but suppress it. I had a client that literally told me she took a pill because, it was a breakout in case emergency, and the pill stopped her from feeling. And she's like, but I need to feel. And that was the last pill that she took. So in learning that, and I'm grateful for her testimony, because then it helped me to understand why Spirit and my guides and Source and everybody was like, no, you're not getting no alcohol. You're not getting no food. And it was just like, well, what do I do? Use them tools, because them tools work. And I gained resolution. I'm not fully out of it, though. I'm still processing. My brain has to reorganize this information and put it in its proper place. My body has to learn, oh, this is how we handle these situations in the future. This is how we free these blockages so we can open our mouths and communicate later, better. So just wanted to share that, my transparent share for the day. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'm here, because this is what I do.